Today we're going to explain the monarch of insects more than the manwha did, okay? Now let's get into it. So the monarch of insects name is Queresha. Queresha, or the monarchs, if you guys don't know about solo leveling, monarchs are basically the evil bad guys of solo leveling. They are hell-bent on trying to use Earth and to be their next battleground in the Rulers' War and the Monarch War. So they want to basically destroy Earth in the process so they can figure out who's stronger, the monarchs or the rulers. The personality of Queresha, she is a vicious and cunning, conniving woman that really likes slaughtering her prey. The monarchs are very primal in a sort of sense that they really like to, their opponents are prey to them. Queresha embodies that, and then she also has a motherly side to her because she's the queen of insects. So anytime she goes against a insect opponent, she kind of, gets that motherly sense to her and wants to dominate them and try to get them to bend to her rule. So we first see her in the story when Jinwoo, the main character of solo leveling, completes the S rank Tokyo Gate when Legia, the Monarch of Giants, opened a S rank Tokyo Gate, and when Jinwoo finished that, the Frost Monarch, the queen of insects, and the Beast Monarch kind of knew that Jinwoo was about, because they realized that his powers and his shadows were throughout the world. So they were like, we need to do something about this guy. So first they went to go ahead and kill Christopher Reed because they didn't want any ruler reincarnations in Earth, the battleground that they want to prepare for the ruler war. So they went ahead and killed him. The Beast Monarch, the Frost Monarch, and the Queresha, they all went to his house, just destroyed him because it was 3-on-1 and he didn't stand a chance. They went ahead because the Beast Monarch was going throughout Tokyo and trying to destroy all the people there, and the Frost Monarch and Queresha went with him because they were trying to draw out Jinwoo. And lo and behold, who comes to the site? Jinwoo. So he gets into a entanglement with the Beast Monarch, but then the Frost Monarch and Queresha try to basically ambush him. But you can't ambush Jinwoo because he has a whole army. So the shadows, basically the shadow officers, go ahead and kind of do their one-on-ones with the other monarchs. But it doesn't really work out because Queresha is the queen of insects. So she goes and tries to dominate Biru to his will. But what she didn't notice is that the Beast Monarch was already finished at the time. The Frost Monarch was dying because Jinwoo came up and destroyed them, like typical protagonist. And then so with her fight with Jinwoo, she was trying to dominate Biru, and Jinwoo came in and he was like, "Yo, what is going on? That's my soldier." So he basically just cut her in half. As we know that all the monarchs have crazy regeneration, kind of like Piccolo regeneration. So she just regenerated her body and tried to use venom on Jinwoo. But as we know from the manhwa, Jinwoo has poison resistance because why not? He's an overpowered protagonist. He has poison resistance, so it doesn't work on him. So he basically the fight ensues, but then she turns into her spiritual manifestation, which is basically like a insect humanoid kind of looking thing. And I'll leave a picture up so you guys can see what I'm talking about. But she basically turns into like an insect humanoid. But then she goes on and tries to kill Jinwoo again, but he easily dodges using Ruler's authority, which is basically like the force. He's using the force to basically put gravity on her, and he dodges, and then he basically just cuts her into like 1,000 tiny little pieces so that she can't regenerate and use the regeneration ability. So some of the abilities that she had immense strength because she was actually able to go one-on-one with Jinwoo. She was able to punch him and actually draw some blood from him, and she was actually able to basically manhandle Biru, Biru is one of the strongest shadow officers in Jinwoo's army, and she was manhandling him, and it was basically nothing to her. But then she also had mana manipulation, which is she had kind of like she can make hands or green hands out of her mana. And this was kind of like the ability of Gaara. If you watch Naruto, Gaara had kind of like these sand hands that would come out of the sky. She kind of has like that type of a magic or a mana manipulation that she can make giant green hands that could, grab you or chase after her opponents. And then she also had her spiritual body manifestation, which we know is a insect-like humanoid, which can, you know, secrete very vicious toxins that could really mess up somebody if they weren't resistant to toxins, like we saw with Sung Jinwoo. But then she also had necromancy as well, because she's the queen of insects, so she could use parasites to raise the dead, which is very creepy when you think about it. You just put a parasite into this a dead person's body, and it's able to. And then she also had regeneration, like we already knew that all the monarchs basically have crazy regeneration, but it was circumvented by Sung Jinwoo because he cut her into 1,000 pieces, so couldn't really regenerate your body when your body is in like so many tiny little pieces. But that's basically it. That's Queresha, the queen of insects. If you guys have any more things that you know about her that I didn't recover in this video, go ahead and leave them in the comments below, and go ahead and like it if you guys liked it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Go.